Have you ever wondered about the bizarre power of coincidences? These phenomena, so inexplicably woven into the fabric of our lives, have a way of capturing our imagination and pushing the boundaries of what we consider possible. Coincidences, by their very nature, are random events that seem to hold some deeper meaning or connection. They occur without any apparent cause, yet they often have a profound impact on our lives, influencing our decisions, shaping our beliefs, and sometimes even altering the course of history. These uncanny occurrences have sparked countless debates and theories. Some view them as mere random happenings, while others see them as signs of fate or divine intervention. They have been the subject of numerous studies, books, and films, yet they continue to elude any definitive explanation, adding to their allure and mystery. In this video, we will be exploring some of the most bizarre, mind-bending coincidences ever recorded. These stories and more are not just intriguing anecdotes. They challenge our understanding of probability and randomness, and they invite us to consider the possibility of a hidden order or pattern in the universe. They remind us that the world is full of wonder and mystery, and that sometimes the most extraordinary events can arise from the most ordinary circumstances. So, are you ready to have your mind blown? To question everything you thought you knew about the world and its workings? If so, fasten your seatbelts and hold on tight. Prepare to be amazed as we delve into the world of the most bizarre coincidences ever recorded. Imagine leading a life so similar to someone else's that it's almost like living a mirrored existence. That's precisely the tale of the Jim twins. Born together but separated at birth, these twins lived lives that were uncannily alike. Both were named Jim by their adoptive parents, both married women named Linda, and both had sons named James Allan. Parallel lives continued as they both divorced their first wives and remarried women named Betty. The similarities didn't stop there. Each Jim had a dog named Toy and worked in law enforcement. Even their vacation preferences were identical, with both choosing to spend their time in the same beach in Florida. In a world where individuality is celebrated, the Jim twins lived lives that were eerily similar, almost as if they were reflections in a mirror. It's a story that baffles the mind and challenges our understanding of individual experiences. Indeed, their lives were a mirror image of each other, a bizarre coincidence that leaves one wondering. What if a disaster was predicted in a novel, years before it actually happened? Now that's a thought to make your spine tingle. Let's rewind to the year 1909. A novel titled Futility, penned by Morgan Robertson, sees the light of day. The plot? A grand and unsinkable ship named the Titan hits an iceberg during its voyage and sinks, resulting in a great loss of life due to insufficient lifeboats. Fast forward 14 years and the unthinkable happens. The mighty Titanic, touted as unsinkable, collides with an iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean and sinks. The loss of life is colossal and the world is left in shock. The parallels between the Titan of the novel and the real-life Titanic are so striking they leave one aghast. The name, the iceberg, the tragic end, and the lack of enough lifeboats. It's as if the novel had a premonition of the disaster. A chilling coincidence that makes one question the line between fiction and reality. Could a tomb's curse cause a worldwide epidemic? Let's delve into the uncanny coincidence of the Spanish flu outbreak following the opening of King Tutankhamun's tomb. In the early 20th century, the world was in the grip of an archaeological frenzy. The discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb in Egypt was a treasure trove of ancient artifacts and secrets. But as the tomb was opened, a chilling message was uncovered. Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king. In the years following the opening of the tomb, many of the individuals involved met untimely and often mysterious ends. The world, meanwhile, was seized by the Spanish flu pandemic, the deadliest in modern history. Could there be a connection? The timing of these events has led some to speculate a curse was unleashed. The curse of the pharaoh, causing the pandemic. A bizarre coincidence that stirs the imagination, don't you think? Is it possible for a comet's appearance to bring about disaster? Let's delve into the tale of Halley's Comet, a celestial visitor that has coincidentally graced our skies during some of history's most catastrophic events. First recorded in ancient times, Halley's Comet has followed a predictable 76-year orbit. Its appearance, however, has often been seen as an omen of disaster. It was spotted in the skies during the Battle of Hastings in 1066, a pivotal event in English history that led to the Norman conquest. Centuries later, in 1910, The comet's return was met with global panic as scientists discovered it was carrying a poisonous gas, cyanogen. The world braced for catastrophe, although the disaster never came. More recently, in 1986, the comet appeared just months before the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, once again raising questions about its ominous timing. An astronomical coincidence that leaves us pondering the mysteries of the universe. What are the odds of a bullet fired into the air, killing someone years later? Now, let us delve into the chilling tale of Henry Ziegland. In the late 19th century, Henry was the target of a jealous lover's rage. The spurned suitor fired at him, but Henry was quick. He dodged the bullet, which instead lodged itself into a nearby tree. Believing he had escaped death, Henry went on to lead an ordinary life. Decades later, in a twist of fate that would baffle even the most seasoned of statisticians, Henry decided to clear his land. Unable to uproot a particular tree, he decided to use dynamite. The explosion was successful, but it did more than just uproot the tree. The bullet, forgotten and embedded for years, was propelled towards Henry, and this time, it found its mark. A chilling coincidence that blurs the line between luck and fate. Could two presidents from different eras share an uncanny number of similarities? Let's delve into the curious case of Presidents Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. Despite being elected a century apart, their lives and untimely deaths are intertwined with a web of eerie parallels. Both leaders were elected to the presidency in '60, Lincoln in 1860 and Kennedy in 1960. Their vice presidents, Andrew Johnson and Lyndon Johnson, even share the same last name, and the coincidences don't stop there. Both presidents were assassinated on a Friday, and in both cases, their killers were known by their three names: John Wilkes Booth and Lee Harvey Oswald. These parallels extend to their tragic ends too. Lincoln was assassinated in Ford's Theater, while Kennedy met his end in a Lincoln made by Ford. The similarities between these two iconic figures are truly striking. A series of coincidences that makes one question the randomness of life. In the mists of literary history, one tale stands as a haunting premonition, transcending time and space. Edgar Allan Poe, the maestro of macabre, penned a chilling narrative in 1838, the narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket. Within its pages lay a foreboding prophecy, an eerie tale of shipwreck survival that would echo into the future. Poe's narrative foretold the plight of four survivors driven to the darkest depths of desperation, resorting to the unthinkable, cannibalism, to endure their harrowing ordeal. 46 years later, reality mirrored fiction in an uncanny twist of fate. The Mignonette, sailing the tumultuous seas, faced a fate strikingly similar to Poe's words. Shipwrecked and marooned, the crew, like the characters in Poe's tale, turned to the desperate act of cannibalism to survive. Some dismissed it as mere coincidence, a chance alignment of events. But in the curious web of life, questions linger. Was this a mere fluke or a bizarre glimpse into the unknown forces weaving the fabric of time? The Poe prediction remains a cryptic enigma, a testament to the perplexing dance between fiction and reality, leaving us to ponder the uncharted realms of the human experience. In a tale almost too uncanny to fathom, London witnessed a chilling coincidence that defied all logic. In 1898, tragedy struck as a cyclist met an untimely demise, hit by a taxi on a bustling London road. Fate's hand seemed relentless when, exactly 1 year later, lightning struck twice, as the victim's brother faced an eerily identical destiny in the very same spot. The hit-and-run resemblance, a chilling reminder of life's enigmatic connections. In the quaint town of Pilton, a strange twist of fate etched an eerie coincidence in the fabric of time. Lightning's capricious dance marked 2 different years, claiming 2 men named John Sullivan exactly a year apart at the precise spot in Pilton. The Stratton brothers, woven into a mysterious tapestry of coincidence that leaves us pondering the inexplicable forces at play in our world. A town's curious legacy where lightning struck twice, echoing an improbable tale. So, are these coincidences merely random events, or do they hold some deeper meaning? That's the question we're left asking ourselves as we delve into the power of coincidences. Some people believe that coincidences are nothing more than random events, products of chance that hold no real meaning. In an infinite universe, they argue, it's inevitable that certain events will line up in ways that seem uncanny. This is known as the law of truly large numbers. Given a large enough sample size, even the most improbable events are bound to happen. Others, however, see coincidences as signs of synchronicity, a concept introduced by psychologist Carl Jung. Synchronicity suggests that coincidences are meaningful, interconnected events that are not caused by a conventional sequence of cause and effect, but rather by an underlying psychological and spiritual reality. Then there are those who believe in the theory of quantum entanglement, which suggests that all things in the universe are interconnected on a quantum level. In this view, coincidences are not random at all, but rather a reflection of this deep intrinsic connection between all things. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of coincidences is their ability to remind us of the mystery and magic of existence. They serve as a reminder that, despite all our knowledge and understanding, there are still things in this world that we can't explain, things that defy logic and reason. So next time a coincidence occurs, remember, it might be more than just a random event. Or is it?